Redheads, it's your boys.
Redheads.
Ty and Eric back in the booth, back at our usual recording location in the booth mobile outside a Subway.
That's
coming
right.
to you live.
If you tuned in on Friday's episode last week, we said that we were going to leave this premises for our safety, and we didn't listen to our own advice, Ty.
No,
we
dude.
stayed.
So you can think of this as the second 6 inch in the foot long.
That's right. A captain always goes down with his ship.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the same feeling. You're 6 inches deep, and you think, I should pull out now. But no,
Dude,
we kept
lucky.
swallowing.
If you're lucky, Ty.
If you're lucky, you get out alive.
Oh, man. We left off on a bit of a cliffhanger. We talked about Trump serving fiends at Starbucks. No, McDonald's.
Yes, McDonald Trump.
McDonald tea. Would that work on you? Say you were undecided and you pulled up through McDonald's drive-through, after a few beers, and you're thinking like, damn, I don't know who I'm going to vote for come November. And then Uncle T hands you his big double and he says, can I count on your vote, son? What do you say?
Dude, Unc showing Big Macs. Okay, I get what he's trying to do here. You want to be a man of the people. But for me, it does the exact opposite. Because I see this guy, and if he's handing me the Happy Meal in a box, and I'm like, this guy's the guy making the decisions about like the Israel-Palestine conflict and the U.S.'s involvement. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, why is he at a McDonald's then? Like, you got more important things to deal with, like inflation. Like, this guy's responsible for inflation. And
bro. But yeah. You've seen how he handles the fries, though, right? He didn't drop a single fry.
It was very delicate,
and his hand didn't touch anything. He was just delicately, surgically, if you will, putting the fries in the little bucket.
I saw he wasn't gloved up, and I expected him to be gloved up in that situation.
Hell no, dude. The libs would want you to think that, but Uncle T does not put on any protection.
Dude, he hits those taters raw.
That's what's up. I'm the exact opposite, Ty. I'm thinking like our leaders need to. Given the low-level job, somebody in a leadership position should be able to execute that job to perfection, right? Like, for example, the CEO at Starbucks should be able to make the perfect frap.
Right.
Like, they should, on paper, be the best person at every single job. Otherwise, they're not qualified to run the company.
That's a really good point.
You know what I mean? So, as long as, Trump, if he knows how to make a mean Big Mac, I'll trust him with the military budget,
I guess you make a good point because the McDonald's kitchen is kind of like the most like ground floor level moment in America, That is the essence of the American people.
Dude, imagine he was like, "No, fuck these guys. I don't want to work there." Or he's like, "Hey, like Trump, can you do the drive-through window?" It's like, "No, I'm above that."
Right, I only work front of house.
Do you think he's gonna think about you when he's up there in his castle, thinking like, what does Ty need? He's not going to think about that, right?
Yeah, honestly, it was the respectable thing was he did back a house, which is the lowest position of all of the McDonald's positions, anyways, because it means you're not beautiful enough to be customer facing.
Yeah, and that guy's like 6'3", like he's got to duck down to stick his big golden head out the window.
Dude, yeah, it's tough on the back for sure.
Absolutely, dude. So, yeah, it sounds like I'm so pro-Trump, but I am, Ty. What can I say?
I know you are. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that, dude.
Dude, Trump is awesome when you're only spectating.
Yeah, watch him at the sidelines. He's very entertaining, very funny, and this is just more entertainment for us. But are you not at all upset that he didn't grace Subway with the same visit? I'm so mad about that because a few reasons. One, we would have seen a huge spike in our listenership. Two, way more Subway locations. It actually is a better representation of your average, like low income American job.
But you know what though? I think you're right. However, Subway has lost a bit of its cachet in the U.S. McDonald's is like such a staple of America. When you think of America, you think of PepsiCo, like McDonald's, General Motors, you know what I mean? Lockheed Martin, BlackRock, all these like beautifully well-run companies.
Heritage brands, really.
Yeah, like the fibers of the great American soil
Dude, yeah, you're right. McDonald's is at this point the Hermes of America, you know?
100%. Like, yeah, so I just think Subway, it's while both companies are global, Subway seems to have put more emphasis on Uruguay,
Yeah.
like
Mongolia.
Mongolia. I don't see them opening more stores in like the great state of Montana.
That's a good point. Like McDonald's is by America for America, you know?
That's right. Goddamn right it is.
And yes, it's in other countries, but when you're going there, you're going there for American food.
Mhm.
At Subway, you're going for maybe it's Italian food. I'm not really sure.
Mhm.
It belongs in a different reality altogether.
That's right. They're not even claiming to be American. They're
No.
like, would you like the Italian bread?
Yeah, and you're like, what?
Get that fucking hoo-ha funny shit out of here.
Yeah, I want the American bread.
Hell yeah. I want to be as fat as possible.
Make it an 18-inch. Skip the veggie section.
That's right. If it was truly an American restaurant, they would never even have the 6-inch option.
Dude, and they wouldn't even have a veggie section. It seems ridiculous to ask people if you want spinach on your sandwich. This is a fast food chain.
I mean, I guess that's why it's free. Like, otherwise they wouldn't convince anyone to put it on.
Oh, yeah. If they charged even, like, a nickel for a handful of lettuce, you better believe no one is getting that.
Oh, man.
You're like, yeah, I'll take the green pepper upcharge. No, we ain't doing that.
I also think that, like, people who see Trump, like, physically, like, in the drive-thru window while they're pulling up, I think they'll just be so starstruck that they'll have the most insane, like, recency bias when comes voting time. They'll just be like, well, Trump made me laugh and feel good. Like, that's enough.
That's true, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and he cooked the fries perfectly. So
exactly. Man knows how to work a grill like any American should.
Dude, it's probably in the citizenship test. It's like, how do you fire up the deep fryer?
Yeah, dude. Fuck it. See, this is how I know we're not American. I can't think of a barbecue brand.
I have no idea. I think Phillips maybe makes barbecues, or maybe they just make light bulbs.
Yeah, that's a good guess. Like LG probably makes one. Samsung probably makes it.
Samsung probably makes it. Maybe, yeah. But none of those are American brands.
There's an Amazon Basics barbecue somewhere.
Yeah, that's probably your best guess so far. An American, not even American made, but an American sold barbecue.
Dude, you can get a barbecue shipped to you same day by Amazon Basics, probably.
Propane allegedly. Tank and everything.
Yeah. Wow.
Allegedly. Dude, I don't know. I need a new barbecue, but we're post barbecue season, so that dream will have to wait till next year.
I mean, you might catch a nice end of season sale because it's not like you need the latest tech. Although I did hear about an infrared barbecue. Have you seen these things?
They're iterating on the format.
Dude, yeah. We don't need fire anymore. The cavemen are like, what?
So what is infrared? Is that like LiDAR? Are they like scanning my steak and then...
I haven't seen it in action, to be fair, but I've heard about it where basically it just fires fucking lasers at your steak and it just like incinerates it. I think they get up to 1,000 degrees. So like you can run a clean cycle, basically. You just close the lid and blast everything inside and it just cleans it for you because it just like disintegrates all the garbage that's left behind.
Dude, I'm actually surprised that this isn't commonplace at this point. Like we have the ability to create nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
But the closest we've been able to get to using that incredible power to reheat food is the microwave. And it's kind of dull and boring and you still have to wait a couple minutes.
Dude, I'm so anti-microwave.
Me too. Unbelievable. I hate them. But if I had the chance to just like drop a bomb on my meal and just like have it instantly piping hot in a second, that's powerful. Just zap that thing.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's why they call it nuking. Like, you're nuking your bowl of soup when you put it in the microwave, right?
Now, well, that's true, but you're still, by nuking, it means you're standing there for 2.5 to 4 minutes waiting for your soup to still be hot on the outside, cold on the inside. Eric and I just saw a man's butt crack who just walked by. It was nasty.
Believe it or not, different guy from last episode.
Yeah, wow. I don't know if I want to record in front of Subway anymore, Eric. Too much crack.
Literally.
Oh God. What were we talking about?
Something about Nuketown.
The heat, yeah, Nuketown. Fellas listening, fun game to play with your girl. Ask her if she knows what Nuketown is. So far, 0% of women I have asked know what I'm talking about.
You've actually asked someone what Nuketown was?
Yeah, it's a fun test. They asked me if I know what bronzer does, and then I'm like, well, do you know what Nuketown is?
That's awesome. Name one Roman gladiator.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Wow. Do you know what bronzer does? I know how to make my sub more bronze.
It's kind of like synthetic toasting to the face. That's how I understand bronzer to operate, you know?
Yeah, I think, doesn't Trump use some of that stuff on his face?
Yeah, that's always what's flaking off.
Yeah, man. Trump for the people.
Wow. You heard it here first, people.
Anyways, Ty, we have some more important news to get through.
Okay.
Billie Eilish. Okay. This is somebody you probably listen to.
Billie Eilish? I'm unfamiliar.
You don't know Billie Eilish?
Willie?
Dude, don't act like you don't have it on your Spotify Wrapped as your top 3 artists.
I'm not a Billie Eilish enjoyer, but I'm familiar with her work.
Don't lie to me. I know she's on your Mount Crushmore.
On that note, tell me what you learned about Billie.
So, failing Billie Eilish put together a list, Ty. She worked with the corporation of Google to come up with 8 plant-based spots in Vancouver that she loves. You've seen this?
I've heard about this. I've seen the list.
You've seen the list. Fuck, I thought this was going to be news.
Dude, this is still news to some people.
Okay, well, you've already reviewed the list. I have it written down in front of me like an idiot. But
I like to imagine it's like 11 p.m. at night, the night before the episode, and you're typing out every vegan restaurant in your notes that Billie Eilish likes. I'm so excited to talk to Ty about it. That's adorable, dude. Thank you for thinking of me.
Dude, the fact that was almost exactly what happened is really sad. Like, I was so, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to come to this episode all prepared.
It's like, you know how all the hustler accounts are like, if your network isn't talking about like mortgage rates,
Yeah, dude.
You're like,
fuck. You're the average of the last 5 subs you ordered.
Facts.
But anyways, here's the list. I have only heard of 3 of these places out of 8. Like, I've heard of, not even tried.
Right. I felt the same way when I saw the list.
Really?
There were some deep cuts in there.
Some very deep cuts, and that's unfortunate because they weren't cold cuts.
That's facts. Run it back for me here.
Okay. Slide number 1 on Instagram said, "To live for bakery."
Yep.
On Nanaimo Street.
That's a vegan bakery, yeah.
That's a fun little punt on to die for.
Very funny. They carry a lot of their baked goods in various cafes around the city as a means of offering a vegan baked good option alongside their croissant and chocolate chip cookies and stuff.
So, what makes I'm such a noob when it comes to baked goods? Wouldn't they already be vegan? There's no meat in there. Or is it like the eggs?
It's the ovaries, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an eggless kind of bakery.
I would think so, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe they made a flax egg or something.
Oh, God.
I don't even like those.
No, dude. Once you hit flax, I mean, that's kind of like rock bottom.
It is.
Anyways, to live for bakery, they would have a name that is like a positive spin on the popular phrase to die for.
They would. It's pretty clever, but it's also a little bit, it doesn't roll off the tongue either.
It's a bit of a mouthful and not in a good way. Like, I would spit this out.
Yeah. I think they should have made it an acronym like BMT. Now that is a name.
That's a fucking name. What does it mean? Don't know.
Don't care.
If you're asking, you're already,
Dude, the BMT audience does not care about what it means.
Hell no. They care about how it tastes and how much it costs.
Exactly.
Anyways, number 2 is Chi on West 4th.
Chi.
Never heard of this place. I thought it was going to be Ann and Chi, but it's not. They dropped the Ann.
Yeah, just Chi.
Just Chi.
So I've tried to eat here before, but they were full for the night, so I went to Au Comptoir instead.
Oh, great choice.
Yeah. But it looks pretty good.
Yeah. What do they have there?
It's small plates. A little bit of Asian influence, but not Asian food. More Canadian food.
Okay.
That's all I know about it.
Sounds fascinating.
Yeah.
Number 3, Ty, is Chickpea on Main Street.
Oh, nice. Of course. Chickpea. Classic Vancouver staple.
Is it?
Yeah. And you see the food truck rolling around?
Never heard of it.
What? They do a pretty good, gyro wrap thing.
It's so funny because, once in a while, I'll just, get a glimpse into your world. Like, oh yeah, like Chick-fil-A. I've literally never once heard of that place. But
Wow.
like it probably like pings in your brain once in a while.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
where should we eat?
I think about chickpeas every single day, dude.
Dude, Chick-fil-A is,
The great garbanzo.
if you think about it, it's kind of the perfect name for a vegan or vegetarian restaurant because it's like such a staple ingredient for you guys.
It really is. It's the hummus. It is. Yeah, we love it, and it's a little perverse too, you know.
Yeah, it's the bad boy nut.
It is.
Anyways, next one is Viet Family dash the Vegan House.
Yeah,
The commercial shot.
yeah, I have never heard of that one, but I can imagine it. I'd imagine it's very small. I imagine they have a bad logo, and I imagine the food is fire.
Dude, I feel bad for any vegan Vietnamese person. That must be a tough life.
I don't know, because yeah, you can't have the beautiful baguette that graces the banh mi, or perhaps maybe there's some egg in the spring roll wrapper. But there's quite a few options still there. They got some tofu in those dishes, and honestly, Vietnamese food has got a great salad game. Only occasionally tapped by people.
You're probably right about that. I'm just thinking about like the fish sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That takes a dish to 1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
You got the fish sauce. You got the lemongrass chicken, lemongrass pork. You could do lemongrass tofu, but I just think it'll be missing a certain je ne sais quoi, you know?
And the qua is chicken.
Yeah, it's missing the chicken, that's for sure. Great. I haven't been to any of these yet.
Wow.
Or even heard of them, actually.
Okay.
Mila on Kiefer Street. Been there?
Yes, I have multiple times. So this is right next to the Kiefer Bar. It used to be a different restaurant. Now it's entirely vegan.
Next to the Kiefer Bar?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. There used to be what is the restaurant?
Was it Juniper?
Yes. Same location.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, they've morphed into a vegan restaurant.
So you're telling me that people would rather have vegan food than artisanal gin?
I think so, unfortunately. I think the owners of Virtuous Pie, notorious vegan pizza restaurant in Vancouver.
They're on the list as well.
Perfect. We'll get to them shortly. I think they opened this location, offer a fine dining option for the vegan community, and there's no one ever there, and their food is overpriced. But I still like it. They do a really good vegan aburi oshi.
That's interesting. Do you think? I'm starting to think that Eilish might have shares in that place or something.
I'll tell you my take on Eilish after we get through this list. Okay, I have some thoughts here.
Okay, so you know of her. Cool. And then obviously Kokomo. This is now one that I've heard of.
Kokomo, yeah.
I used to live a block from Mila. Never heard of it. I lived further from Kokomo than I did from Mila, and I've been to Kokomo a few times. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they got some good bowl game.
Yeah.
Take me out to the bowl game.
Dude, yeah, the acai bowl is like, this shouldn't be allowed. You know, to eat a acai bowl for breakfast.
It shouldn't be. It's just too much, you know? Honestly, breakfast should just be a coffee and a banana.
Hold the banana, in my opinion.
Just fluid?
Just coffee and a smoke. That's the perfect breakfast. If your lips are purple after you have breakfast, you're eating the wrong food.
Dude, yeah. The acai bowl is so indulgent. The fact that it is even become normalized as food in general.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're giving the Hawaiians maybe a little bit too much leeway in determining our diet.
Yeah. What do they know?
The banana was enough, Hawaii.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take Spam as their greatest cultural export, assuming it's from there. It might not be.
I don't know where Spam's from. I think it's from Mars.
Well, I think it's from...
No, Mars Group. I think they engineered it.
Oh. Whoa. It is kind of like space food.
It is, yeah.
I think America produced it, and it just blew up in Pearl Harbor. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
No, it blew up in Hawaii and Asia because of, how convenient it was, I guess.
It's big in Australia. And so, same with Vegemite. They got all the weird brown food down there.
No way, can't.
Way.
Is that right?
Well, it's the spam on the bobby. The vegans don't love that,
but... next one is Virtuous Pie, like you said.
Yep, goated pizza spot in town. They do a really good cauliflower pizza. The Stranger Wings, they call it.
An Italian guy just committed suicide.
Well, whatever. They don't know about it. They don't understand the words. Well, like, what is the cashew cream?
Dude, the eternal war between vegans and Italians.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
The purist and the tourist.
quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
Next
Whoa.
one is the Aleph Eatery, which
Oh.
is close to where we're recording, Ty.
Yeah.
I think it's just down the street.
It is down the street. I've eaten there many times before too. It is so good, dude. It is like Middle Eastern cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, one time I got a walnut bolognese sauce there. I got it to go. It was a part of a dip. It wasn't like a pasta sauce so much as it was like a take on that. And it had like a Lebanese flair to it.
So kind of like a dipping ramen where you have your noodles and you dip the noodles in the sauce. Was it like that?
Yeah, but it was more like a cracker that you dip like that.
Oh,
like
I
cracker,
see.
Yeah.
So it's not a bolognese, or it's the sauce. Is a
Yeah, the
bolognese.
sauce was a bolognese,
No
but
pasta.
it was walnuts. That was the kind of thing.
I got it.
There was some pomegranates in it. I'm really butchering the description, but honestly, it was quite enigmatic in of itself. And I was so just taken aback by the flavor. It tasted so meaty that I picked up my iPhone 13 Pro and I phoned Aleph and I said, "You're telling me there's no meat in this walnut pate?"
You called them while you were eating it?
While I was eating it, I'm like, "There's no way this is vegetarian." And they're like, "It's vegan, bro."
Dude, that's kind of a sick move. Like, who says you can't complain to the manager from the comfort of your own home?
Yeah, like you can do it the minute you leave. If you dine anywhere, you have a like complain to the manager free card permit for the rest of your life. You can wait
100%.
40 years and be like, I didn't really like that sushi roll, and then you can call up the chef.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can totally do that.
Yeah.
You get a partial refund after the fact.
Anytime.
It's kind of nice. It's like
Yeah.
rent's coming up. Like I get paid bi-weekly, so if I eat an expensive meal on week 1, week 2 I'm seeking the refund.
Yeah, so you can eat it again.
So I can survive.
Dude, what a life hack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I phoned them up and I said, "There's no way that this is vegan." And they rest assured, Ty, it is.
Wow.
So that's like the best press they could probably get,
That is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Like if I did that with Subway and I phoned them up and I'm like, "There's no way the veggie delight is vegetarian." You know what they're gonna say?
Yeah.
"You got us."
Oh, fuck.
We've been plumping it full of chicken this whole time.
Yeah, they would say that they have the right to speak to an attorney, and this call will be terminated now.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow. I mean, I kind of like that Subway's a little paranoid. It makes me feel like it's kind of like toxic to eat there.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, multiple ways.
Literally, yeah.
So anyways, that's the list. That's the top 8 of Billie Eilish's spots. Leaving out a few like notable spots that even I'm aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Acorn is one, right?
Acorn didn't make the cut. That's a Michelin guide, Michelin recommended vegan spot.
There is I've only know about this because I walk by it all the time, but the Caveman Cafe. Have you been there?
I have. I don't love the Caveman Cafe. I feel like it's a little played out. People go there for the portion size, you see.
Oh, okay.
And like as a vegan, that's the last thing you want. It's a big portion of vegan food. You want to eat as little of it as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, yeah. Also, just go to the produce section at Save-On.
Literally, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Wow. Yeah, I've never had any desire to eat there, but it's like grown in popularity as far as I'm concerned. They've moved locations a few times, bigger locations.
Yeah. They really push a paleo diet, not just vegan. So it's really...
What is that?
It's the idea of a paleo diet. Right?
You're smiling like you get to mansplain something to me.
My legs are spreading as I speak. So the idea, as I understand it, is that you only eat like raw food that a caveman would find or like an ancient man would be able to procure. So a lot of nuts and seeds and simple ingredients mixed together. No processed food.
Okay. Fredheads, thanks for listening. No, I'm just kidding. So you're telling me nuts are enough to sustain the caveman?
Dude, the caveman craved the nut.
But cavemen would also like find and kill like a goat, wouldn't they?
Yeah, theoretically, but
like if a caveman came across a nice, beautiful brown cow, you're telling me you would send it off or make friends with it?
Dude, all I can tell you is that history is written by the vegans.
Wow, they really rewrote history.
They rewrote history.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure a caveman, like they wouldn't need fire then.
No, they
Like
they would have
fire.
never invented
They
fire.
never would have invented fire if seeds were enough.
See, well, that's not true, Eric, because like even a caveman likes it toasted. You know,
Toasted sesame, yeah, that's right.
toasted.
He's sprinkling that on his grass.
Yeah, that's mulch.
Mulch.
Mulch for dinner again.
Yeah, but like think about it, like man's greatest invention was to cook the perfect steak.
You think that's like peak man?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like they're like, damn, that animal over there looks mighty tasty, and they're like, I haven't eaten in 3 years. I need to eat something immediately. And then they're like, wow, this meat is really tough. What happens if we, change the temperature of it?
That's true. I get the first human to be like, let's fry up this spleen, just like have a few bites afterwards. They're probably just like, whoa, that made a huge difference.
I could get behind the caveman diet, as you call it, if it involved like eating the entire animal. I think this would be kind of a fun experiment, realizing the, situation we have here in North America. We can even call that an experiment. Other places, that's just dinner.
Right.
But like having, a steak with a side of the liver and like a kidney and some chicken hearts. I think that should be more common in North America. We just don't go there.
Completely agree. The North American stomach just gets the ick too easily,
Totally.
They'll like eat they'll eat 5 hot dogs, but the minute you like actually deconstruct the hot dog and put like the pig ear next to the pig foot next to the pig tongue, they freak out.
Dude, I love a pig's foot. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I bet. You got a pig foot fetish over here.
Dude, I love to nibble on ears, but only pig ears.
Can I get a nibble? So I got to tell you before this episode ends my issue with this Billie Eilish list.
Okay, please.
Okay, I don't think for 1 minute Billie Eilish has been to any of these restaurants.
That's what I was going to say.
There's no way in hell. The fact that you and I barely even heard of half of them is evidence enough that like she probably spends 2 nights a year in Vancouver, maybe 1 night for a tour, if that.
And you already know she's getting room service to the Fairmont. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
She's not going outside.
Yeah, like I would be surprised if she's ever eaten one meal at one restaurant anywhere in the city. So this was written by an intern, and then her team approved, Billie's team approved it, and that was it. If you asked her like anything about this, she has no idea. She doesn't even know that this list exists.
Yeah, she saw it on Google just like I did, and was like, I did that? Fuck.
Whatever.
Damn. Yeah, I think you're totally right about this. There's no way that she has been to all of these.
There's no way.
And I don't blame her. I wouldn't go either.
Most people won't.
Wow, man.
Half of them are struggling.
Yeah, I agree. Do we like make it a point to try some of these?
I would love to take you to a few of my favorites on this list.
We don't have to go anything on this list. We can go to your favorite spot.
Okay. I'd have to think about what that is.
Okay, well, you think about that. I will, pre-eat somewhere.
Smart move, smart man. What if I told you my favorite spot is the closest restaurant to us right now? Food. If you don't remember from the start of the episode.
Drum roll, please.
Subway. All right, should we go inside for a bite?
Dude, I'm ready to take a bite of a Subway, for sure.
All right, breadheads. See you later.
Yeah, we will pick up this convo once we're fed and happy.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.